Back in the early 1960s, my father had enlisted in the Marine Corps. As a child, he had a pump-up pellet pistol. And when he was a kid, a pellet became lodged in the chamber and the gun became useless. Why he kept it, I have no idea. But he brought it with him to Marine Corps boot camp. One day, he's sitting around with his buddies, and they're joking and talking, and a hated officer walks by. I believe he was a colonel, but he's walking by and he's in the distance now, and my dad pulls out this useless pellet pistol, and he takes aim at this colonel and pulls the trigger, knowing that the pellet is lodged in the gun and it's going nowhere. But being a young man, being careless, carefree, he makes this action, and at that moment the pellet becomes dislodged, fires out of the gun, and hits the colonel in the back of the head. It didn't do any damage other than sting really hard. But this is the early 1960s in a violent military culture where they hit, punch, and are really cruel to those that are in boot camp. And so this is a huge deal. They lock Camp Pendleton down, and they do a dramatic search for the weapon, and start interrogating to see who did this. My dad and his buddies all agree mum's the word, and they hide that pellet pistol in the water tank of the toilet. It is not found, and they never find out who did this. Thankfully, because if they had, I probably wouldn't be here today. My point, you get what you aim for. And I want you to consider that with your involvement in Toastmasters. What are you aiming for? I challenge you to complete an award. I'd love to help you in any way possible. Let me know how I can be of assistance. I look forward to you growing and achieving the goals that you want to achieve this coming Toastmaster year.